My name is Seamus Weisgerber, and through this documentary, I will show you the beauty and brutality of the art of hunting. Having grown up in a small house in the woods, I became familiar with nature and its delicate balance. Growing up, hunting and fishing were a common activity. I learned to enjoy becoming part of the environment we live in constantly, but are so distant from. In truth, the earth is a living, breathing creature with its own delicate balance to support life. We threaten this life through unnatural means, and every day we see the earth respond to us. In my opinion, hunting is the first art, the most important thing a human being can do to connect to his past. Some amongst us may believe that hunting is unethical. We will explore that. We will explore the impacts of the past and present and how a delicate balance is all but lost. And lastly, I will show you a glimpse of the nature you see when you look and shut your mouth for a moment. My hope is that this documentary inspires others to pick up a dying art and that I understand the disgust associated with hunting in my generation. Scouting is the first and most important aspect of hunting. I compare scouting to buying tickets for a lottery. Every time you scout and become more familiar with your environment, increases your odds of tagging your game. Hunting is a surprisingly cerebral activity, actually. You search constantly for pattern and any clues to reveal the direction, habits, and whereabouts of your prey. As natural predation in our mountains surges, the deer population has fallen. This makes the task of finding these smart mountain bucks challenging. The challenge of trying to stealthily outmaneuver a creature with senses that embarrass our own is an incredibly grounding experience. As I walk down this gravel road, I am entirely present. A deer could jump out from either side of the road at any moment. A lazy crunch could ruin your hunt for miles. A lackadaisical hunter is no hunter at all. There is a split between hunters. Some prefer to actively hunt and move. Others prefer to scout and simply wait for their prey to come to them. I enjoy actively hunting the most, but the best hunters scouts and then ambushes. That moment when you spot the big buck, you get a surge of adrenaline and excitement. It's my belief that this moment is what drives a lot of hunters to hunt. All that hard work and early waking pays off in that one moment. This is the make it or break it moment. New hunters often fall prey to the excitement and miss their shot. You must push down all that adrenaline that makes you tremble and concentrate only on the shot. Every muscle twitch could decide the placement of the shot. Once you've placed your shot, there's a moment when you doubt yourself. Did you hit the deer well? Where did it run to? This worry is only reassured by practice you do before taking a shot like this. When tracking the deer, you look for blood, fur, and any trace of a path. Usually with good shot placement, the deer isn't very far away. Once you find the deer and you take your photos, then the real work begins. This could mean dragging the deer up an entire hill or kilometers of hiking. The entire process, start to finish, is difficult, exciting, and tiring. But why, except for the excitement, do I hunt? I hunt for the peace of the process and the objective goal. I love food and I love to eat. And venison is a leaner, healthier, and cheaper alternative to other red meats. Now that I've explained the art of hunting, let's interview some people in Isfeld and get their take on these 3 questions. What they think of hunting in general, if they'd ever hunt, and if yes or no, why. Who am I here with?
This is Sam.
Awesome. Okay, I want to ask you 3 questions about hunting. And so my first question is what do you think about hunting in general? Do you think it's ethical or not? What do you think?
I think it's definitely ethical as long as you use the entire animal.
Okay, that's a good answer.
As long as there's a purpose for taking its life.
Yeah, as long as there's a purpose. And then my second question for you will be, would you ever hunt? Why or why not?
I would hunt if I was provided with the opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it could be a fun experience.
Could be a fun experience. Awesome. Thank you, Sam. All right. Who am I here with?
My name is Kate Konarakis, grade 11.
Awesome. And what do you think about hunting, like in general, ethicalities, all of that?
I mean, there is some kind of, I don't know. I mean, I don't really hunt.
Yeah.
But if I were to come at it like at a moral standpoint, I think it's okay as long as you aren't like poaching, of course. If you hunt a deer,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't think it's, I don't know how many deer there are in our...
Yeah, not an endangered animal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. It'd be different if you were hunting elephant ivory, of course.
Yeah, no, okay.
I think as long as you have like a rifle or something that's been licensed, you know, you're at the like correct age. If you're using it responsibly,
Yeah.
I think it's okay. If you aren't hunting like in like a national park or anything, I think
So
it's fine.
as long as you're not doing hunting illegally,
Exactly.
as long as you're, not hunting an endangered animal, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say.
And then my second question for you would be, would you hunt? Why or why not?
Personally, I would not, because I can't handle just the thought of like killing a bigger animal, I guess. If I step on an ant, it's okay, but just the fact that
It's like a mammal.
I don't know, it's
like
exactly.
weird.
It's a bit too
Close to
Close
comfort.
to home.
Close to home, yeah. No, I get that. Okay.
and just also having to like gut it after.
Yeah. Nothing's gross after you do that.
No.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, who am I here with?
Nate Holiome.
Awesome. Nate, can I ask you a few questions about hunting?
Yes.
Thank you. So what do you think about hunting in general?
Well, on the one hand, I do care about animals, so, there's the
that.
pros and cons of, don't overhunt. While I support hunting as a whole, I feel like overdoing it. I'm a big fan of balance, so I feel like, yes, overdoing it can be detrimental to nature and, ecosystems. But on the one hand, I do also believe that, there's got to be a reason that animals have meat that we can also, process and give us fuel, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason that nature exists and that we've been living off of nature for so long. There must be a reason that we can
So it's kind of like a
hunt and live off of that. It's just, once again, it's not overdoing it or doing it for sport. I think it's doing it for sustenance and, somewhat of a survival thing, but also like reconnecting with nature, if that makes sense.
So would you say that like hunting endangered animals isn't a good thing?
I don't think hunting endangered animals is a good thing. No,
Okay,
I think
good.
if there's not too many animals, but like
and a healthy population.
Exactly, a healthy population.
Okay.
Once again, it's all about the balance.
All about balance. Okay. And you yourself personally, if given the chance to hunt one day, would you hunt? Why or why not?
I think I would go hunting. I think it's a therapeutic, and I quite enjoy nature. I like being outside, and I feel like just kind of embracing nature and being one with that would be,
because you kind of need to really get into
you need to get really into nature. To
be able to see them.
Well, my patience may wane given the complete silence. I feel like after a while I would find it therapeutic. It's just I wouldn't do it too much.
Okay, cool. After interviewing people in Isfeld, we saw a trend of 3 different opinions. There were those who were morally fine with hunting, as long as it didn't negatively impact the environment. There were those who had really no information at all, and so found it really difficult to answer my question. And there were those who were alright with hunting, but would not partake in it anytime soon for personal reasons. And I think those personal reasons were usually like the dealing with the deer, the gutting part. That was probably difficult for a lot of people. Hunting is an objective and philosophical art. It has difficulty, failure, success, brutality, and beauty. I interviewed and explored the views of some students on hunting, and now I understand the controversies surrounding hunting in my generation. I am Seamus Weisgerber, and this is the beauty and brutality of hunting.